Christianity is all about meeting Jesus, who's not once upon a time, he's here and now. So the encounter with him is really the whole of Christianity. In that sense, Christianity is a personality cult. We have to get to know him. And the question is how? If he lived all those years ago, how do we get to know Jesus as presence and power now? And one crucial part of an answer to that question is to walk into the world of the Gospels. We talk about the four Gospels as inspired texts. And one of the things that means is that if you enter the world, the story world of the Gospels, you will actually meet Jesus. You'll see him, you'll hear him. You won't just read about him, you'll see him and hear him. It will be an encounter. Now, when you walk into the world of the Gospels, one of the things you'll hear from Jesus most strikingly are the parables that he speaks. Others before him had used parables. They were well known in Jewish tradition, particularly what they call the wisdom tradition. So these little stories that open onto a very large truth are typical of Jewish tradition, but Jesus makes them his own. In fact, in the four Gospels, we find about 40 parables, which is an extraordinary number. So they were somehow typical of his teaching style. And one of the interesting questions is, why was that so? And also, the parables of Jesus were unlike many of the parables before him. He uses them in a very distinctive way. Now, the word parable means a comparison, literally a throwing together from the Greek, parabole. Now, what a parable does as a little story is it brings together two things that are not normally associated. And it does that for two reasons. First of all, to subvert conventional perceptions in order then to generate new and more brilliant perceptions of reality. And the reality that Jesus speaks of in telling these little stories, the parables, is what he calls the kingdom of God. So the parables have as their prime intent to subvert conventional notions and understandings of the kingdom of God, what it is, what it means, in order to generate new and more brilliant perceptions of what the kingdom of God actually is. So we walk into the world of the gospel stories, we listen to the voice of Jesus speaking these parables, and then we come out with a new perception and experience of the kingdom of God, which is in him.